Focus on your breathing. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. As you breathe in all the positive energy. And as you breathe out an awareness. Breathe in the positive energy through your nose and breathe out worries and fears. Breathe in lot of love. And breathe out any hatred or resentment. Breathe in faith and breathe out doubts and the conscious mind interference. Breathe in integrity with yourself and with all that is. And breathe out the shattered or the scattered feeling. Breathe in peace and breathe out anxiety. Breathe in prosperity. And breathe out lack consciousness. Breathe in joy and breathe out sadness. Breathe in your connection with the core resource energy. And breathe out the disconnection, if any. Slowly come back to your normal breathing. Invoke all the loving, healing, and guiding masters. Invoke your angel guides. Invoke the frequency of love. Invoke your highest consciousness. Radical consciousness. and the prime resource energy. Thank them. Seek their blessings. Seek their guidance. Seek answers and solutions. And seek alignment with their guidance, with your life plan, life purpose, and the greater purpose. Take a deep breath. Gather all your energies from wherever they are and then come back to your body. The reading that has opened for today's recitation is Right De-Addiction Chakra. Addiction in receiving goes beyond substance abuse. In fact, people get so addicted in receiving various kinds of abuse in relationship. We may think the addictions as TV, mobile, social media, or substance addiction. It goes beyond that. People get addicted to inputs like praises, like validation from others. People get addicted to physical, sexual, social, or financial abuses. The more the need or the more the craving, more is the addiction. Today, Redikall is guiding us how we can address our various kinds of addictions. And most of the time, these various addictions are an escape route or something that we are unable to deal with. When we don't know, we try to bury them under our addictions. However, a small little poke here and there, it comes out what we were trying to avoid. So with the guidance of Masters and Redikall, let's address the addictions today. Anyone wants to repeat after me voluntarily that?
I can go for it.
Sure. Uh, okay, is there a background noise? Lot of background noise over there at your end, Anu? Because
Um, not really. Did you get background noise at my end?
yeah,
Oh, I'm so sorry. That I can switch to another room. Um, is this better?
oh, much better.
Sorry about that. I didn't realize.
No, not at all. Not at all. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay. IR5, my addictions.
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 IR5, my addictions to abuse.
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 IR5, inability to come out of my addictions.
IR5, my inability to come out of my addictions.
IR5, my inability to come out of my addictions.
IR5, the inability to come out of my addictions.
IR5, my inability to come out.
IR5, my inability to come out of my addictions.
IR5, my need to bury my disappointment under addictions.
IR5, my need to bury my disappointments under addiction. IR5,
IR5,
my
my
need
need to
to
bury my disappointment under addictions.
bury my disappointment under addictions.
IR5, my need to bury my disappointment under addictions.
IR5, my need to bury my disappointments under my addiction.
IR5, my craving for love.
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 IR5, my association of love with abuse.
IR5, my association of love with abuse. IR5,
IR5, my association of love with abuse.
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 IR5, my need to endure the 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 abuse.
IR5, my egotism of my high level of patience.
IR5, my egotism for my high level of patience.
IR5, my egotism of my high level of patience.
IR5, my egotism of my high level of patience.
IR5, my egotism of my high level of patience.
IR5, my egotism of my high level of patience.
IR5, my need for a victimized experience.
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 IR5, my fear of being targeted when I empower myself.
IR5, my fear of being targeted when I empower myself.
IR5, my fear of being targeted when I empower myself.
IR5, my fear of being targeted when I empower myself.
IR5, my fear of being targeted when I empower myself.
IR5, my fear of being targeted when I empower myself.
IR5, my association of victimization with growth.
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 IR5, my attachment to my to the victim in me.
IR5 to the attachment to the victim in me.
IR5, my 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 association of detachment with end or death.
Oh, sorry, I did hear the last one. My detachment with
End or death.
end or death. IR5, my association, my attachment with end or death.
IR5, my association of
IR5, my association of
detachment with end or death.
detachment with end of death.
IR5, my association of detachment with end or death.
IR5, my association of detachment with end or death.
IR5, my inability to move towards my goal easily and effortlessly.
IR5, my inability to move towards my goals easily and effortlessly.
IR5, my inability to move towards my goal easily and effortlessly.
IR5, my inability to move towards my goals easily and effortlessly.
IR5, my inability to move towards my goal easily and effortlessly.
IR5, my inability to move towards my goals easily and effortlessly.
IR5, my addiction of my tough life.
IR5, my addiction of my tough life.
IR5, my addiction of my tough.
IR5, my addiction of my tough life. IR5, my
IR5, my
addiction
addiction of my tough life.
of my IR5, my addiction of my tough life.
IR5, my association of struggle with growth.
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 IR5, my need to get attached to my every experience.
IR5, my need to get attached to every experience, to my every experience.
IR5, my need to get attached to my every experience.
IR5, my need to get attached to my every experience.
IR5, my need to get attached to my every experience.
IR5, my need to get attached with my every experience.
IR5, my inability to let go.
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 IR5, my inability.
Sorry. IR5, my inability to let go.
IR5, my need to carry many past baggages.
IR5, my need to carry many past packages.
IR5, my need to carry many past baggages.
IR5, my need to carry many past packages.
IR5, my need to carry many past baggages.
IR5, my need to carry many past packages.
IR5, my addiction of receiving through struggles.
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 AR5, my addiction of receiving through struggles.
IR5, my need to block my receiving through my addictions.
AR5, my need to block my receiving through my addictions.
IR5, my need to block my receiving through my addictions.
AR5, my need to block my receiving through my addictions.
IR5, my need to block my receiving through addictions.
AR5, my abil- uh, to block the, sorry, IR5, my
My
ability
need
to
to
block,
block
my
my
need to
receiving.
block my receivers through my addictions.
IR5, my guilt of creating imbalance.
IR5, my guilt of creating imbalance.
IR5, my guilt of creating imbalance in my space.
IR5, my guilt of creating imbalance in my space.
IR5, my guilt of creating imbalance in my space.
IR5, my need to create imbalance in my space. My guilt to create imbalance in my space.
IR5, my guilt of creating imbalance in my space.
IR5, my guilt of creating imbalance in my space.
IR5, my guilt or regret of getting attached to my addictions.
IR5, my guilt or regret of getting attached to my addictions.
IR5, my guilt or regret of getting attached to my addictions.
IR5, my guilt or regret of getting attached to my addictions.
IR5, my guilt or regret of getting attached to my addictions.
IR5, my guilt or regret of getting attached to my addictions.
What is happening, Anu?
Um, there's like a weird blooming pain, like at the center of my chest. It feels like it's in my heart, kind. It's
Yeah,
bang at the center, and it's
yeah,
like blooming out.
yeah. At heart chakra, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. IR5, my inability to receive love in its true form.
IR5, my inability to receive love in its true form.
IR5, my inability to receive love in its true form.
IR5, my inability to receive love in its true form.
IR5, my inability to receive love in its true form.
IR5, my inability to receive love in its true form.
IR5, my inability to recognize love in my space.
IR5, my inability to recognize love in my space.
IR5, my inability to recognize the different facets of love in my space.
IR5, my inability to recognize the different facets of love in my space.
IR5, my inability to recognize the different facets of love in my space.
IR5, my inability to recognize the different facets of love in my space.
IR5, my conditionality about receiving love and other resources.
IR5, the conditionality of receiving love and other resources.
IR5, my conditionality of receiving love and other resources.
IR5, my conditionality of receiving love and other resources.
IR5, my conditionality of receiving love and other resources.
IR5, my conditionality of receiving love and other resources.
IR5, my need to borrow beliefs
IR5, my need to borrow beliefs
that block my receiving.
that block my receiving.
IR5, my need to borrow belief that block my receiving.
IR5, my need to borrow my beliefs that block my receiving.
IR5, my need to borrow beliefs that block my receiving.
IR5, my need to borrow beliefs that block my receiving.
IR5, my need to reject the receiving of resources.
IR5, my need to reject,
Receiving
sorry,
of resources.
receiving of resources. IR5, my ability to reject the receiving of resources.
IR5, my need to reject the receiving of resources.
IR5, my need to reject the receiving of resources.
IR5, my need to reject the receiving of resources.
IR5, my need to reject the receiving of resources.
IR5, my association of rejection with growth.
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 IR5, my resistance to accept all that is.
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 IR5, my association of acceptance
IR5, my association of acceptance
with completion and eventual death.
with completion and eventual death.
IR5, my association of acceptance
IR5, my association of acceptance
with completion and eventual death.
with completion and eventual death.
IR5, my association of acceptance with completion and eventual death.
IR5, my association of acceptance with completion. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, ulta ho gaya. IR5, my association of completion of acceptance with completion and eventual death.
IR5, my association of incompletion with growth.
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 IR5, IR5 getting addicted to incomplete work.
IR5, my 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 getting addicted to incomplete work.
What's happening?
Nothing. These
Yeah, how
statements
is
are
that
truly.
sensation in the heart chakra?
Oh, it has gone away. It went away when I was accepting incomplete work. My
Yeah,
addiction to incomplete.
yeah, yeah. How is Namrata?
I'm good.
How are you?
Good. Yeah.
Okay. Deepa? I mean Deepika. Sorry. Yes, Norina, tell me.
No, ma'am, nice in a trance. Just enjoying it.
Okay,
Thank you, ma'am.
thank you.
Good evening,
Yeah, tell me.
Deepika.
How are you feeling?
Anji, better.
Okay. So, whatever addictions are there, now you know that you have the potential to dictate your addictions. You have the power, you have the potential. Okay. Initially, you may use the power and then you will go beyond the power and then you get in touch with your unlimited potential. There, you know that receiving and contributing, it happens effortlessly because you become the channel. To receive and contribute, you don't have to get addicted to any kind of thing which will anyway make the life difficult. However, we all know that we have come here to enjoy with the belief that life is easy, life is effortless, and life is a lot of fun. Keep this mantra with you anytime when you're driving, when you're cooking, when you're bathing, when you're trying to sleep, or when you're trying to read something, singing. You can definitely do this and see how the life shifts. Okay. So the affirmation for today is, I my addiction rise beyond my addictions. Yes, Anu,
Could
tell
you
me.
please repeat? Could you
Could
please
you?
repeat it,
Yeah.
Mamta? There was disturbance. I
I
couldn't hear.
dictate my addictions and rise beyond my addictions.
I dictate my addictions and rise beyond my addictions. That's
I
the.
dictate my addictions and rise beyond my addictions. Okay. And then if you wish, you can also add to receive easily, effortlessly, and with a lot of fun. You can also add to that. Okay. And thank you so much.
Hello, ma'am. One
Thank you,
question, ma'am.
everyone.
One question, ma'am. Ma'am,
Okay.
one question.
Okay, Geeta, just give me 1 minute. Okay,
Okay.
just give me a minute.